Welcome back, Truth Seeker. I want to listen to a call for an uprising in his own words. I want people to see who this man truly is, especially the Christians who are deceived by him. If you don't know the history of him and I, it began last December, and I didn't start our history. It was a Wednesday night. I know that because I was getting off my radio program on Truth Frequency Radio. And as I was getting off, several people messaged me that a call for an uprising and Jeff C were having a live stream and they were making fun of me. And they were saying I was a shill and a disinformation agent. So I tuned in and I listened, and sure enough, they were talking about me. So in the live stream chat, I wrote, "Hey, I'm here. Can I come on and defend myself?" And Jeff C said, "Oh, don't let him on. He's crazy." A call for an uprising decided to let me on. And we had a debate that was more than an hour long. And what happened was a call for an uprising embarrassed himself, and he lost a lot of followers overnight. Thousands. People saw that he was a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's what happens when a truthful person, such as myself, confronts a liar and a fraud, such as a call for an uprising. And it's too bad my channel's been deleted, because where I uploaded that debate, there were thousands of comments left by people who followed a call for an uprising who said, "Thank you for doing this. I'm glad I can see what this person truly is." You can still listen to that debate. Other people have uploaded it. It's back on the web, but you can't see the original upload where all the comments were. You can still listen, though, and see why so many people discovered a call for an uprising was a fraud. You know, he was rude, he was vicious, he attacked, he didn't make logical points, and he was defeated soundly in the debate. You know, it was him and Jeff C teaming up against me, and they both got their rear ends handed to them. No question. And not only that, you know, since what we debated about, I've been proven correct. You know, history's played its course over the last year, and now everyone with a brain knows that Pizzagate was a psychological operations meant to start a censorship campaign against the truth community, which is exactly what I explained that night. What's funny is Jeff C is now regurgitating exactly what I was saying that night in the debate, where he was trying to argue against me at the time. So anyway, last night I put out a video just reminding people why a call for an uprising had spent so much time attacking me. The night after the debate, a call for an uprising resigned from YouTube. He put out a video. He said he was burnt out. He couldn't do it anymore. He was mentally fatigued, and he was quitting YouTube. But then he came back 6 weeks later, and the first two videos he put out were videos slandering me, saying my name's Greenblatt, I'm a Mossad agent. Lying. You know, his way of getting back at me was slandering me. So, last night, I put out a video, and I said, look, all of you who've been duped into thinking I'm this Greenblatt person, a shill, I said, you're listening to people who are paid for liars. And I asked to call for an uprising to debate me again. Let's have a debate. Let's set the record straight. Let's hear where your evidence is that my name's Greenblatt and I'm an Israeli shill, because it'll become apparent that that's not true. And I also asked him, again, I said last year when you made a video attacking me, in the middle of that video, you interjected that your sister had been sacrificed by the satanic occult. And I still want to know why that was. He only said that one time, and he said it in the video attacking me. So I want to know why his sister was sacrificed by the satanic occult. And when he made that point, he was trying to say that he knows the satanic type and I'm it. You know, how does he know the satanic occult? Why was his sister sacrificed by the satanic occult? So I asked him that question. That's a fair question. Now let's listen to how he responds to what I asked of him last night. That was to have a debate and to answer that question. Let's see how he responds. This is how a call for an uprising operates. So here we go. And yes, this is the beginning of his video. The first 8 minutes and some seconds are all silence. He starts talking right here. So I'm going to let it play. I'll pause where I feel like I should interject. So here we go.
This is a call for an uprising. Want to make sure everybody can hear me here. I mean, got to be careful. Make sure that my mic's working. Just want to make sure it is. If you're there, you could just write in the chat that it is. I appreciate that. God bless all of you and your families. And yes, I'm sure he's very coked up tonight, um, doing something very disturbing and creepy with his family members, which is what he does normally. But we'll get into that in a few minutes. Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure you can, and we'll go from there. Be a quick, hour or two hangout. But thank you guys for being here. I'm very grateful for that and of that. Um, it's always nice to have people here who care about important things, about a lot that's going on with the child trafficking rings and things like that. And we're going to get into that. Of course, hacking the headlines is nice enough to be here tonight. And
so that name he just mentioned, hacking the headlines, that's someone who shows up often on my videos and says, everybody, this guy's Zachary Greenblatt. He's a Mossad agent. So, that's one of the trolls. And notice, that's somebody who's modding his chat.
Be the policewoman, I should say, of the chat. And she does a great job, obviously, exposing child trafficking rings as well. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk, together on air in a few minutes, if we do, or we should have the time to. So hopefully we do. And there's a lot of just bizarre stuff going on, right, in this world and what's going on. We have a lot of homosexual activity, obviously, which is really disturbing to a lot of us who are straight males. And obviously a lot of us, too, who have dealt with Zachary Hubbard, who is another guy who has had sex with his own family members. And so much bizarre behavior.
So just right there, I've had sex with my own family members. You see, this guy just says things that aren't based in any truth. He just says them. This guy is named Greenblatt. He's a Mossad agent. He has sex with his family members. He'll just say anything. And you see why he can say whatever he wants? Is because nobody knows who this is. Nobody knows what his real name is. Nobody knows what his face looks like. It's really amazing to me that anyone would fall for this channel. For any of you who think his channel's legit and mine's not, why don't you watch his Taco Bell Belluminati commercial breakdown, which teaches you absolutely nothing, and compare that with my breakdown, which is easily the best on the web. And not to toot my own horn, but all of my work is the best on the web. There's nobody else in the truth community whose work is even a fraction as relevant. I teach people real knowledge, real skill that empowers and allows you to see through what is being put before your eyes. And I mean, look at a Call for an Uprising symbol. I mean, it might as well be the Belluminati commercial. This guy has no integrity. Every time I talk to him, I'm reasonable. I've never said anything rude about him. I've never said anything that wasn't true. I've just stuck to what is. So let's continue.
With this guy. And boy, you want to talk about trying to protect your family and trying to protect children from being away from somebody who's a total creep and a total scumbag in society and humanity. That's the kind of person who not only deserves to have his jaw broken, but deserves to get his ass kicked pretty hard.
So almost everything he says is a projection of himself, Creepy. Have I ever said anything that was creepy on any video? I've made over 3,000 videos. When this guy starts falsely accusing people of having sex with their family, that's creepy. When somebody says that their sister was sacrificed by the satanic occult, and he knows the satanic occult, and he makes that argument to say that I'm satanic, that's creepy. He says he knows the satanic occult. But then he doesn't elaborate, and he uses it as a lie to accuse me of something. You know, these are scumbag tactics, a word he just used. And then he says, I deserve to have my jaw broken. These tough talkers hiding behind the computer screen. Let's continue.
Obviously, he's sitting there and he's sniffing his mom's panties or maybe his own. You know, we don't know what this guy's doing, but he's a guy who is very, very on the offensive against Christians, against Jesus Christ. As I played in that video before, he wants Christians dead. He thinks Christians deserve to die. That they're
Has anyone ever heard me say that I want, Christians dead, Christians deserve to die? Have I ever said that? Never made that comment. I have said, almost everyone in the United States of America deserves to be 6 feet under because people are so apathetic about the truth, so willing to go along with tyranny. I have said that, but I never said specifically Christians. So.
cancer to humanity and all this stuff. Well, that's because a guy like this is, a guy who loves and has an affinity for having not just sex with other men, but has an affinity for, not just being a homosexual and a loser and a fag and all this other stuff, but things that, his vision of what the world should be and how he has saved the world and all this stuff. He deserves to get his ass kicked. And stuff like that is not going to sit in.
The parallel between what he's saying about me and all of the videos he makes is the guy just talks from his ass. There's no basis in anything he says. He posts the stupidest videos, always in all caps. When the Pizzagate thing was up, it was every day. It was like Justin Bieber Pizzagate, Miley Cyrus Pizzagate. Who do you think he's trying to attract with these stories? Who's into Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber? He's trying to attract children, things that are buzzing on Twitter and YouTube and the web. But there's no substance to this guy. He's just trying to capture the attention of people and then hold their attention by talking loud and aggressive, and as he's doing right here. All baseless what he's saying, though.
As far as I'm concerned, as a Christian going forward, and listen, I'm not, there's many channels who are Christian who are better Christians than I am. There's guys that I listen to, Edifying Others is one, and many others who I look up to as Christians who are good men, people who I admire as teachers, as Christian teachers. But at the same time, I'm not going to allow homosexuals and stuff like Zachary Hubbard are to sit back and attack Christians and call them gay.
What I say about Christianity isn't a fraction as bad for Christianity as this guy saying he's a Christian and any Christians associating with him. But this is what I mean. Most Christians are the worst people. They're absolute hypocrites. They don't know anything about their own spiritual teachings. Christians aren't supposed to lie. Christians are supposed to turn the other cheek. This guy, all he does is lie, and he definitely doesn't turn the other cheek. But it's not only that. It's like, I haven't done anything mean to this guy. He was attacking me. We had a debate. I won the debate. He was humiliated. He quit YouTube, and then he came back and started lying about me. And if you read the people who comment, they're like, I don't even know who this guy is, but he must be a real asshole. I love you, a call for an uprising. It's like, this is the problem with religion. Religion just attracts sheep. Sheep don't think, they just believe, they follow, and I don't know how to explain what Christianity is in the United States because most Christians are this bad. Most Christians I know are very racist, hateful. They think everybody who's not white and not Christian deserves to have a bomb dropped on them. There's a reason I distanced myself from this religion. To me, most Christians are absolutely evil people. And listening to him, it's just case in point.
And say that Christians are the cancer of society and all Christians deserve to die. like I played in that video. I mean, there most of you have heard that, and a lot of you who listen to this channel who
He's saying like I played in that video. I never said that in the video we played. So he just there's just no truth. It's just lie, lie, lie.
say, well, I don't like a call for an uprising. He's this or he's that. That's okay. You don't have to like me. You don't have to, like what I'm saying. But we're all still brothers and sisters in Christ. Guys like that, we gotta make sure that they're eliminated and taken out. So Christians shouldn't have to deal with that kind of talk. Children should have to listen to natural born losers. I mean, kids who are 14, 13, 12, 10 years old. Why would they listen to someone like Zach Hubbard who spent his whole life getting his ass kicked, and he's coming out there telling teenagers that Christians are the worst, and it's the worst thing that could happen. He is being Christian.
Well, let's answer the question. Why would young people want to listen to me? Well, because I'm teaching them a real valuable skill that they can use to empower themselves. Why would anyone listen to a call for an uprising? There's no reason to listen to this guy. He has no knowledge. He has no facts. Everything he speaks is just straight BS. you know? If you guys heard the debate when we had it, he asked me not to cuss in the beginning because he said he had a young audience. And then within like 2 minutes into the debate, he started cussing. It was pretty comical.
When Zach's whole life is based on getting his ass beat. And
what's he talking about again? He said I'm gay, which isn't true. My whole life's based on getting my ass beat. I've never had my ass beat in my life. Never lost a fight in my life. What's he talking about? Why does he just lie? All this guy can do is lie. You know what it is about you Christians? It's because you believe. And what's that word right in the middle? Lie. Your whole life, your whole belief system is about following lies and not questioning lies or liars. That's what it's all about. You've been programmed to follow the lie.
If he had the balls now, which he doesn't, I'd beat his ass right now. But he doesn't have the balls to do anything. Zach's parents still pay for everything for him. His mom and his dad still pay for everything for him. He's a green black.
But why is he just saying these things? My mom and dad haven't paid a single thing for me since I've been out of the house, which was 2 weeks after I was 18. I've done well for myself is the truth. I had to loan my father money about a decade ago, help pay my mother's bills now. And I'm not a green black, I come from modest means. My mother's always cleaned houses. My father, worked in a meat shop for a lot of years until it went out of business. All part of the Enron power crisis thing. Enron bought out Portland General Electric, jacked up the energy rates. My dad worked at a meat shop that couldn't afford its bills anymore, went out of business. He was out of work for some time. Ever since then, he's driven a bus. But, it's just like, this guy, this is just what he does. He just lies and just makes it up as he goes. Anyone who would follow this guy, you are following like the absolute worst human being imaginable. That's who this person is.
He's Jewish, obviously. So he pays for all that stuff. His parents, his mommy and daddy pay for everything for him. I've given him a break. I've kept his name out of my mouth, but he always brought up my family and done stuff like that, which is pretty stupid on his behalf for bringing it.
See, he acts like he's innocent. No, he spread lies that he asked everybody to share that have never stopped. I mean, that's the thing. Once you start a lie, you open up a problem. It's like dominoes. So last night, and it's funny that his host, Hacking the Headline, she's one of the main people I made the video because she's just there every single day posting. This guy's an Israeli Mossad shill, like it's her job. And then that's his chat moderator. I didn't even realize that they were buddies like that. But, a liar, unaccountable, and again, he projects. My guess is he probably has had his mom and dad pay for everything, So, let's continue.
Back up after a year, I guess about a year. So I'm going to make sure in the next 6 months, 9 months, I'm going to bury him and end him, and it's going to be really wonderful. If you guys want to see a great show, a great display. Uh,
He said that last year too, that he was gonna bury me. You know, he said he was gonna beat me up, and he posted my address so he knows where I live. But he hasn't shown up. Just like Richie from Boston last February said he was making a trip all the way out to Seattle just to kick my ass, but then he never showed up. And he had my address too. He was posting my house online. So, you know, I'm not worried about these people's threats. And if they did show up, I can defend myself, you know. But, yeah, these people, they're just. Let's just listen to them in their own words a little more.
uh, it's going to be the end of Zachary Greenblatt, Zachary Jew Hubbard Greenblatt. And it's going to be quick. It's going to be fast. It's going to be bloody. But if he's the guy he claims to be, if he claims he's got balls, and we'll see how fast it lasts. But it'll be bad for Zach. You know. Oops. So on a side note, I want to wish everybody out there listening. I know most of you don't celebrate the holidays, which is, none of my business what you do or don't do with your own lives, with Christmas and stuff like that. But I appreciate all of you who do follow the channel and listen. And obviously, we've all been sucked into Christianity as far as Christmas and all that stuff. And yeah, it's definitely hard to get away from it. And it's certainly something that's hard to deal with, but it's nice that everybody's here. I appreciate that. And if anyone has questions, I'll answer a few and we'll go from there. So, but we'll see how this works. So questions, sure. Thanks, Richard from Las Vegas. I'm not a great entertainer, but it is sad that my channel got taken down, but thank you. Yeah, no Christmas, agreed.
So I want to point out something. I did notice he's on a Call for an Uprising too. You can tell these shills, they're not really losing their channels. They're just trying to look like they're not shills by getting rid of their main channel and then starting over. For everyone who's really losing their channel, YouTube's not letting them get any subscribers back, and they're continuously deleting the channel until people go away. That's why almost every truth channel's disappeared. That's why I'm on my 10th channel since June, and now YouTube won't even let it climb to 3,000 subscribers. You know, these people are all part of the shill network. Very clear. You know, every shill, same tactics, claims to believe in Jesus, claims to believe in Christianity. And then all they do in their videos is just like spout off about nothing, leading people in circles, giving them no valuable information.
What is my favorite food? Uncle Leon asks. I really don't know. What is that? If it's a Jew face. All right, well, I guess we'll start with food-wise. I don't have a favorite food. I like Italian food, but, a good big ziti maybe sometimes is good, or, kind of stuff. But Zach's face. Oh, my gosh. Have you seen Zach's face? Zach's face is the kind of face you want to cut your own throat off of with. But listen, Zach's going to have Zach is going to have a 2018 he's never expected to have. It's going to be great. It's going to be the end of Zachary Hubbard in 2018, and it's going to be wonderful because Zachary Hubbard, who's never produced anything ever to help anyone and done anything to help anyone, is going to come out with this awful book, and it's going to be amazing. We're all going to
see. Notice the shill network. They always know what I'm up to. But I mean, what kind of statement is that? I've never done anything? Look, there's nobody in the history of the truth movement who's put out more meaningful work. There's nobody who broke the code. There's no one who showed how the news is scripted in conjunction with the sports, the elections. I've proven a lot, woken people up to a lot. This guy hasn't published a single video that adds any meaning to anything. You know, projecting. He's projecting the truth about himself. His work is irrelevant. No meaning to it. So, and then he says, he starts talking about my book. I mean, he knows about my book, so he's paying attention, you see.
Gonna shit on it and destroy it and destroy him. But what's going to be great is he's going to destroy himself first. So, and Zach's listening, and he's embarrassed with his awful, pathetic life that he lives. So,
projection.
We will end Zachary K. Hubbard, and it'll be really fast. So, Taco Bell will send you to the throne. Yeah, it probably will, to be honest. But I should ask you guys a question. Did you guys enjoy your time with your family? That's the thing. People. I know. I can't ask. I'm supposed to not ask at least. About your family with Christmas and all that stuff. But I hope everybody enjoyed time with their family. It's important to always spend time with your family. And I get the mindset with Christmas and all that. But I hope everybody enjoyed, time with their family, because it is important to spend time with your family. The next year, you don't know who's going to be there and who's not. And stuff like that, it's not something you should take for granted, I guess I should say. So. Astronauts Gone Wild, not sure. Barry White, welcome here. Nice to see you. I'd eat a pig's ass. Oh, I missed that, but okay. Oh, flat Earth questions. Yeah, okay. Listen, I just want to make it clear. I appreciate people who are here and talking about stuff, and um, I'm trying to think of a good question to ask, but it's very nice that everybody's here and you all ask questions about certain things. I appreciate all of you who are here, and obviously I don't appreciate pieces of what's the word, shit or garbage like Hubbard and those guys, and they'll be taken care of in due time. But I appreciate those of you who are here and ask questions, and it's very nice of you to care. And like most people, I mean, I have a lot of stuff going on with my own family, my own mother, my own father, and stuff like that. So, I guess, for whatever holiday it's nice, for them to get along and enjoy time together and things like that. So anyway, I think after what's going to happen after January 1st, I'm going to do more live shows earlier in the day, and more, I guess, more important shows, where we talk about more important things and stuff like that, and not, just randomly ask questions about stuff. But I certainly appreciate everybody out there who is here, and listening, and it's very kind of all of you. It's hard to, kind of do shows like this and stuff when scumbags like Zachary Hubbard, who I will bury and end in the next.
Just listen to him. I mean, I didn't do anything rude to him. I asked him to debate me because he'd been slandering me. And he's just all upset. And I'm the piece of shit, and I'm the scumbag. I mean, the story is he attacked me. I defended myself. He was embarrassed. He quit YouTube. Then he came back and he slandered me. And pretty much ignored it. But for a year, people still haven't caught on. Just every single day, people coming and saying the same thing. So I addressed it and I said, why don't we have a debate so we can clear up the record? That makes me a piece of shit or a scumbag? I mean, for anyone who's fooled by this guy, it's just, you gotta wake up.
5 or 6 days. Say stuff about my family, about my sister, stuff like that. My sister's passed, and
See, I'm just a liar. Said stuff about my family, about my sister. No, I asked you to clarify why you said your sister was sacrificed by the satanic occult. You brought it up, a call for an uprising. I'm asking you to tell me more about it. You wanted to bring that up in an argument about me. Explain more. You know? The guy's just a liar. Just lies everything. Twists everything.
Unprovoked, of course, as always. Stuff like that is
Unprovoked. Look, this is the guy who attacked me, unprovoked. And I've never attacked him. I've only defended the points.
it's hard. It's hard to talk about personal stuff. Like we've all lost family members and had stuff go on in our lives, and it's not a big deal, I guess, to some people, but I've seen what it's done to my own parents and how much it's hurt them. And when somebody like Hubbard, Greenblatt Jew, finds it funny, well, I'll make sure I end them, and I will end him, and I'll end everything about him, his family, sake, and everything he thinks is funny in the next couple of weeks. They'll be destroyed. But
I noticed it went from 6 to 9 months to the next couple of weeks now. So, what I should be aware of is the shill network has threatened me before and delivered, but this guy, whoever he is, his threat of ending me doesn't give me any fear at all. These people messing with my house when I'm not here, that is a concern. But this shill network, it's real, and he's part of it.
But going through the holidays, stuff like that, and seeing how hard it is on your mother, your father, and stuff, and then seeing assholes like that laugh about it and think it's a big joke. I'm gonna kick his ass all over God's green earth. I promise.
Just every single thing is a lie. Did I laugh about his sister's death? No. I said clarify.
I promise you that. Watching your mother cry when she's 70 plus years old, after my sister's been dead for a little while. It's fine if people want to just, say some things to themselves or whatever, I guess, but don't bring stuff like that up. It's just like you don't bring up stuff about people's kids and stuff like that. So Zachary, Hubbard, Greenblatt think stuff like that's funny. So I guess you won't really think it's funny when I'm beating his fucking ass all over God's screen.
It's possible this guy's just completely psychotic in his head and doesn't interpret things correctly. But the only reason I know about this is because he brought it up to make the point that he knew satanic type because I was satanic. You see? And notice what he said. She's been dead a little while. Does his sister even exist? Is this just a complete made-up lie? Because, that's what we know about him. He just lies and lies and lies and makes it up as he goes. And I think that's what he really doesn't like about me, is that I call him on the lies. And I expose him for the lies.
On earth. And that's what I'll be doing sooner than later. And I'll be praying to whatever God he believes in, since he doesn't believe in Jesus Christ. I'll be praying to whatever God he believes in for mercy over his soul. I'll be looking up, begging for it. Because the last thing he's going to be doing, the last thing is going to be me pushing my fist down his throat. And on that day, Ain't gonna have a clue. Ain't gonna have a damn clue what's going on. See you then, fag. For the rest of you out there, I appreciate your support. I want to say a prayer for my parents and my family out there who have gone through a lot in the last few years. Specifically, my parents, my mother, who was probably the greatest woman that's ever lived. I deal with pieces of shit like this guy trying to say stuff under his breath about my mother, about my family. Yeah, that's right, Eric. But
It really is like listening to an insane person. I've never said anything about his mother. I don't know anything about his family. I don't talk about things I don't know about. For those of you who follow A Call for an Uprising, you might be following someone who is just severely mentally ill. You know? It sounds like it. All the evidence points to it.
Butler, somebody should pray for Zach. I'm going to film what I do to Zach Hubbard. I'm going to film it. And somebody else is going to have on film Zachary Hubbard crapping his pants. I'll tell you right now, it'll be on film. He'll crap his pants real quick. And for those of you who are respectful and appreciative, I appreciate all of you. I really do. But I hope you appreciate, how I feel about my parents, my family, the people, who are close to me. I hope you feel that way about your own family. You should. If you're somebody who's younger, feels that way about your own mother or father, you should care about them. You should love them. You shouldn't let anyone disrespect anything about your family, ever. It doesn't mean you can't talk something out. It doesn't mean you can't shake something out. But pieces of crap like this guy, if you knew the low level that this guy was, boy, I'll tell you the low level that Hubbard is. I'll tell you right now, guy's the lowest human being that anybody in this genre has ever seen. Ask anyone about Hubbard. Anyone. You can ask Richie from Boston. You can ask Hack in the Headlines. You ask anybody. The lowest scumbag that's ever lived.
Yeah, you can ask Richie from Boston, who scams everybody once a month. You can ask Hack in the Headlines, who trolls my work. You can ask anybody, like those two people, who are so credible. All right, let's continue.
Is Hubbard. Lowest piece of shit that's ever lived. But he's not getting away with nothing. I'm going to see him tomorrow, next week, and after it. Because nobody talks about my parents, my sister, my family. Nobody makes light of that stuff. So, how do you put this in French? Let me think. Yeah. Well, I guess what I should say is I appreciate you guys who listen and who are really kind and nice. And you don't have to be a fan. I don't want to be a fan of my channel. You don't have to like me or whatever. But if somebody talks crap about your mom, your sister, your dad, and you listen or are listening, are you going to sit there and just be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. But when it talks crap about my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my niece, my nephew, you should never think like that ever as a man, whether you're a girl or a guy, ever let anyone think like that about your family and who you are. It's garbage. But these pieces of crap, like Hubbard, they want that. They want to pretend like you're beneath them. They're not, and the joke's on them. They're beneath us. They're beneath you. They're beneath me. So my prayers are with all of you out there listening, and I'm serious about that. I hope you all have a good holiday. And by that, I just mean, enjoy time with your parents, your family, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever you're with, whatever you're doing, enjoy it. It comes, it goes, right? Next year, it's like, oh yeah, just enjoy your time with people you care about, and don't get caught up in other crap. So thank you for listening, of course. And I'll take care of the pieces of crap who have tried to shame myself and my family. Don't worry about that. But I appreciate you guys. I really do. You're all really great people, the majority of you at least. And I thank Hacking the Headlines for, watching out and protecting the chat, and the rest of you too. You're all good people. Obviously there's going to be a-holes and stuff like that, but I guess I can be too. So thank you for listening, and I hope you all enjoy your time with your family. And just remember, time it does fly. It does go by. So, some of the stuff is like whatever, but, with your mom, your dad, always appreciate that. You never know when your mom and your dad might be gone. Any stuff like that might go. So always appreciate it. Thanks again for listening, and I'll take care of the pieces of crap in the future. Trust me. You'll see it coming. Thanks again. God bless you.
So, if you watched all this, I'm sorry you had to watch it, but I just want people to see that this man is mentally ill. He's a liar, and all he knows how to do is lie. I mean, he's just making it up. He's addressing things that have never happened. I asked him to debate me because he slandered me so that we can set the record straight. I didn't make any accusations. I didn't attack anything. And I asked him to clarify the statement he made about his sister. That's not an attack. He brought it up. My requests were reasonable. So the lesson here is mentally ill people, they're not to be followed. They're not to be listened to. They're not to be trusted. This man is severely off. The story is he attacked me. I defended myself. He was embarrassed in my defense, which wasn't any attack on him. It was just I defended myself well, and he made himself look bad. He realized that. He knew that was the truth, so he thought he'd get back at me by making up lies about me. Asking people to spread the lies, which he did. And you know what? This is why people don't like me, but really, religion is mental illness. I mean, to believe the story of Christianity, it's just a nonsensical story. You got to be mentally off up here to believe the story of Christianity. A virgin gave birth to a man who said he was the Son of God, and you had to believe in him, or there was no other way to heaven. I mean, this is all insanity. Christianity is taking spiritual teachings that came before it and corrupting them. And the point of the teaching is to control people and have people take their own power and invest it in a middleman that is a contrived character. Christianity, when it began, was sun worship, just like all of the old religions. All religions are astrotheology, So there's a reason so many Christian people are off. I mean, there's a lot of really wacky Christians in the world. This is just one of many. And, he exposed himself. I don't need to say any more. Anyone who's following a call for an uprising or siding with him is someone who's foolish or sick in the head themselves. Period. Watch the video I put out last night asking him to debate me. There wasn't anything rude about it. I'm just trying to correct all the slanders that I have to deal with every day. So, a call for an uprising. We can still have a debate, but I don't think you're up for it, man. And I think you're admitting that by going on here and doing your live stream and just lying and slandering some more. I had a simple request. You didn't seem to acknowledge it, so this seems to be the type of person you are. You can call me a piece of shit all day, but anyone with eyes to see knows who the piece of shit is. So, we'll leave it there. Until next time, Truth Seeker.